So, our last video was on sustainability in a kind of generalized way. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. Today, I want to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals that were agreed upon by the UN, specifically by 189 countries. There are 17 of these goals. They are guided by 5 principles, and they have 169 target indicators by which their success or failure is to be measured. Now, I don't really want to get into whether or not we can achieve these, because politicians are just full of talk, etc., etc. I already know this. Chances are most of you already know this. But these goals are agreed upon for a reason, and that's to make the populace think that they are doing something worthwhile. And so what I want to do today is look at these goals and go over them, because in the end it's on us to achieve these, not the politicians. If we want this kind of world, then we can build it. And so let's look at what the top so-called elite are saying when it comes to sustainability and what they're looking for, and let's see what we can do to make it even better and make it something that we can actually achieve in life. Yeah. But let's get back to these goals. So there's 17 of them. What are they, right? We're going to go over them briefly. Just kind of touch on them. So number 1, going to be end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Number 2 is going to be end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. For number 3, we're going to have ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Number 4 is going to give us ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Number 5 is going to be achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. And then we'll move on to 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. 7 is going to be ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. And then we're going to go on to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. While moving on to number 9 will be build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. 10 is going to be reduce inequality within and among countries. While 11 gives us make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. The 12th goal is going to be ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. While 13 will be our climate action, right? Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Which brings us to 15, life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. While with 16, we're going to get to our more social institutions, right? We're going to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And finally, we'll wrap it up with strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. Pretty good sounding goals, really. So where do we come in? How does this become relevant to us as people, as citizens in this global effort to protect our world. What's our role? We're going to talk about that. I was gonna finish these and then talk about some of these pictures and the detail in them and all the different strategies that are put forth by some of these pictures. Instead, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and my third installment on this topic will be a revisitation of some of the diagrams you've seen in here, plus a few others that weren't in this video. And yeah, hopefully that'll be out to you guys soon, and I hope you enjoyed this piece. Have a good night, LOC.